Good morning, folks. This is Shippy the Explorer coming to you from, well, not the cloud. It's not sunny today, but cloudy Jamaica, and in the garden and walking around, and bring you greetings and blessings of all sorts, and hopefully you're doing all right. But so, well, this is another day for you to explore and gather your minds and do your plans and conduct your activities as best as possible. And so it's a given day. So grasp the opportunity. Get up and go. Anyway, I'm here, and just since it's such a quiet and, well, not gloomy, but um, cloud-filled day, I'm just walking around the garden and just wonder. But I came across this beautiful plant, and it's called in Jamaica SHAMY Macka. SHAMY Macka. Look at the beautiful flowers that it produces. But just look at my finger. As I touch this plant. It's gonna touch now. I touch it, and look what happens. As I touch it, it reacts. As I touch it, it reacts. Is that? Look at that. As I touch it, it closes up. So what is so significant about this? It reacts to the touches of the hand. Now, if I'm gonna experiment, I'm gonna use another plant and touch. So it's not necessarily chemical, but reaction to touch and feel. And here we are. So that's the SHAMY Macka. So I was wondering if the flowers would shut down also, but no, it doesn't. It doesn't shut down. So, what causes that to react? Are we as human beings reactors to the elements of our society? We react in our own way. We react in our own mind according to situations that we confront. And so, it's not different than when nature does the same thing. It's no different. Here we are. SHAMY Macka. SHAMY Macka. That's here. Shutting down as if it is preserving its soul. But that same SHAMY Macka produces prickles. You can see the prickles on the side. Look at the prickles. And they are no joke. They'll stick you and hitch onto you and produce bruises. And so, the words of people and friends and family and foes also causes bruises. So as human beings, we react to certain things. Are we a SHAMY Macka? Not really. But we do react to the words and the sounds and the touches and the actions of our fellow human being. And how do we react? Sometimes we shut down like the SHAMY Macka. Sometimes we open up and explode. Sometimes we keep quiet, and sometimes we blast off. But whatever you do, react in such a way that you can reopen and prepare yourself for the next phase in life, the next phase in the moment of situation. And so, Shippy the Explorer is saying, be like the SHAMY Macka. React, absorb, retract if you want to, but reopen with a fresh mind in life. And if you want, you can put the prickles on to protect yourselves from further antagonistic ways. That's just a thought. The Shippy the Explorer being inspired in the gardens of Cherry Gardens in Jamaica. So that's the word for today. Be like a SHAMY Macka. See you, folks. Take care. Good morning, folks. Good afternoon. Good night. Depends on where you are. Hello to the world. This is Shippy the Explorer coming to you with another video about life and happiness, and from the sunshine country of Jamaica. And look at that sunshine, look at the mangoes, look at all that beauty. Well, greetings from sunny Jamaica, and wish you all the best wherever you are. Hopefully you're doing well, and if you're not feeling well, we wish you all the best today, and hopefully you'll feel better soon. Here we are back again under the mango tree, and the mangoes are, I'll pick up one and show you what it's like. Look at that. This is a half a nose. Look at the half nose or flat side. And all right. And here we are again. Good. Gentleman passing. He seems happy. So why shouldn't we be happy? On a day like this, Shippy the Explorer it's a lazy, hazy day, and hot and sunny. Well, warm and sunny at this moment. But I just encourage you to walk with me into call it. Today it's a walk, a garden walk and talk. Garden walk and talk. And maybe picking up more mangoes as we go along. Well, what do you do on a day like this? What can you do? You know, if you are retired and in life, you have done 30, 40 years in the workplace, and now you're at home or in the village or somewhere else, and you have done all that work, and now you're not in the workplace to make the big decisions anymore. What do you do? What do you do? What do you do at this moment? You can volunteer in some organization to keep your mind active and your spirit up. And or you can take a trip like me and just walk the garden, walk the place, and just reflect about life. Here we are. So, as we walk around, we realize that the beauty of nature and the beauty, the gift we have We have to be mindful of that, because if we're not mindful of that, sometimes we feel like we're a failure, and and we feel like we haven't achieved anything. So, on a lazy, hazy day, like in a country like this, it's a matter of taking a break and walk the garden and reflect on life. Here we are. We look at the sugar cane, and we look at the, the Indonesian plum tree, and we say they look luscious. We should be luscious and vibrant at this moment. But as I said, we have done 35 years or 40 years in the office, and now it seems like it was just a moment. It seems like it was 45 years ago that we were hustling and bustling in the office space, in the workspace, on the construction scaffolds, in space, in the airplane as hostesses, in the doctor's office, in the nursing home, dealing with that, with all the sickness of the world. And then especially with COVID, an uncertain time when we did not know if the world was coming to an end. I'm telling you, Ship the Explorer, we had experienced that so much, so badly, that I was fortunate to have investments, so I sold them off and say, all right, it doesn't make sense. This world is coming to an end when we have investment and we haven't enjoyed some of it. So we sold off, and we said, all right, let's enjoy some of our work, our livelihood. So we have passed through all those experiences in recent past, COVID, AIDS was before that, and all that, and now we are here. And we looked on the fact that a number of our friends, young and old, they have worked similar jobs, and now they are passing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and they're going, some of them, as I said, in their older age, but some of them are young, and we wonder what this is all about. We reflect on what that is all about. So as you go through all of that, and you're mindful that life seems to be short, folks, you just have to take the time out to reflect on the elements. Look at the sky, look at the birds, and wonder how they survive. Look at the lemongrass in your garden, and well, we call it fever grass. But look at all those things and feel appreciative of what God has put on this earth for you. Let me go through the back garden and look at the lime tree. Let's see. Planted this more than 10 years ago, and it has taken its time, and now it's bearing a little bit. There we are. Lime or lemon? I think it's lime. That's lime tree. Aloe vera in the garden. So why am I talking about this morning? It's because I saw a number of reports that a number of friends have passed, and it occurred to me that when we used to work together and toil in doing certain things for ourselves and others, one person had said, oh, in 20 years, a lot of us not going to be here. And his word is coming through that we're of the age where a lot of us are in that setting where sooner or later will be will be going on to heaven if we so please, if we so live our lives perfectly. But under the lemon tree, you or under the lime tree, you know that Ship the Explorer is still alive and vibrant and healthy. Well, fairly healthy. I'm still managing that hip. And so I'm in this warm country and in this garden, and I reflect on the health also. Because you give yourself time to decide what you're going to do about your cataract, your hip, your knee, your heart condition. And if you think about it and you go to the doctor and describe your symptoms, and they should be able to work through all of this situation for you. Work through your situations, folks, and then if they say it's a matter of exercise and changing your diet, well, go for it. And forget the mangoes. Well, you can't forget the mangoes, you know. Just can't forget the mangoes. If you're diabetic, well, just have to eat less. Now look at this bird. Why is he following me for? Oh, it's following me. You think I have food? Yes. So here we are walking. It's a garden talk this day. Shippy the Explorer. Shippy the Explorer is saying walk and talk with me. I might even come and cut a cane. Sugar cane, folks. Sweeten up the mouth. Sweeten up the heart. Sweeten up the mind. Well, it's a reflection, the reflection of. So, if you have the opportunity to relax like this, if you have the wealth and the income to take off and go to the beach, an exotic place, please do. Relax and see the waves that are coming. And if you're in a place like Jamaica or Africa or Central America, you can get through and come to your garden and walk around and look at the fruits, enjoy nature, then it's also good. As I come each day and I look and I reflect that these mangoes are just hanging and waiting to ripe, waiting for the moment when somebody will enjoy them. We had a number of avocado here, and they're being picked. People are picking them, and friends are enjoying the fruits. But look at the tree. Avocado, folks. Another tree is here. Yeah, I'm quite aware that you know, a lot of tragic things are happening in different parts of with our friends and family all over the world. We have had some passing, and so this is sometimes a tough time for a lot of us, you know. So, but you just have to keep on going, keep on living, keep on praying and having faith that things will work out. But if but when it does, you celebrate that you can look into the coconut tree and say that nature is providing for you. You can look at the breadfruit tree and say that food is right there. You cannot starve in a country when the fruits are abundant. You cannot starve when God has provided all this for you. Fruits on the tree, peas and beans on the vine. Look at that. And so, as you face difficult moments, as you face loss, as you face the end of a situation, then you can only pray and wish and have faith that things will be all right. Give it up to somebody who's greater than you. Give it up. And if you have the chance, you walk the garden and reflect on what is provided. Pineapple, folks. And here we go. We're going to go into the lemon tree, another lime tree, not lemon, but lime tree, and see. But you're not going to climb it because the metaphor, if you're in the lime tree, life is rough. Life is pricklish. Life is precarious. So you don't want to be in the lime tree. You want to stay, have your feet on the ground and be planted on the land, and your mind and heart is towered towards the clouds. Here we are. Clouds, rain clouds. And so that's what it is. So at this moment, I'm gonna sit and have a piece of sugar cane, and you're gonna just watch me and feel like you're tasting the sugar cane, folks. So the backyard talk continues, folks. It's I've gotten this cane from the garden. It's the last piece that I don't even know what they call this, last stem or something like that, that was trying to survive, and it survived till now. So I'm gonna enjoy it. So I'm under the ackee tree, and as I said, it's a garden talk today, and I'm gonna have a piece of sugar cane. Here we are. So it's a sweet piece of thing, sweet grass really, but it's so enjoyable. And the sugarcane has a lot of history. Probably came from India or from Indonesia. I'm not sure of the history of that, but it came in to in parts of Africa, came in from parts of Africa to when slavery was brought to the Caribbean. And this probably a descendant of something from 300 or so years ago, and is still being planted in the country. But for this moment, I'm using this sweetness to just say, sit down under the tree and relax and have a good cup of tea, good tea with or without sugar. But in this case, I'm having a piece of sweet sugar cane and to enjoy the moment. Yeah. Because what's he going to do? you know, in a few years, a lot of us will be looking back on this life, and if we are still on this earth, and saying, wow, time really went fast. Fast. Time really went fast, folks. So you have to take the moment to enjoy something sweet, something delicious, something that reflect your mind on the good days when you were up and vibrant. And so that's the garden talk today. And as the sun goes beyond the clouds, under the clouds, they say beyond it, the clouds are covering up the sun. It's so, it shows that life is just like that. Moments, things are bright and sunny. The next moment, it is all right. But I say, you can wait it out, you can live it out, and experience it out. And you can take action that takes you to the next stage of when things are okay. Yes? So, from sunny Jamaica, from cloud-filled Jamaica, well, not even cloud-filled, but from warm Jamaica, I say greetings. Take time out to have your sugar cane and have your sweetened tea and reflect on the good moments in life, because time is not waiting for us. It's coming and it's going. Take care of yourself and others and try to be happy as much as possible. This is the garden talk for today. Shippy the Explorer is encouraging you to share these tapes and like and subscribe to this station if it's the first time you're coming on and you like these information. Talk to you. Be good. Take care. Walk